Why, hello there. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and if not, I hope I make your day a little bit better. This is Space Frog, a story of a frog in space. Now, before we get started, there is no sound for me, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna make sure my headset's down because sometimes when the game says there's no sound, it starts to boom in my ear. I did fix the sound in this video because my last two videos, the sound was messed up. I was having so many issues with that. I'm still working out the kinks in this computer, so please bear with me. And also, it would mean the world to me if you liked, comment, and subscribe. Commenting helps this channel out so much. So if you can just find it in your heart to do something nice and you don't have anything to say about the story or about what I said, maybe you want to elaborate on something I say in the video, then just comment hi and I'll say hi back. I'll ask you how's your day or something, or I'll even like it. Sometimes I don't comment too much at night. Sometimes I'll just put a heart on a comment so you know that I saw it. But I promise you, I do see it. Again, this game has no sound because a lot of people be like, hey, we couldn't hear you or we couldn't hear the game. It's not me. But I have my water. I'm good. And to the person that told me to stretch in the morning, thank you so much. I expressed in a video that I have anxiety disorder. And for people who don't know, I do have anxiety disorder. The short end of it, you can have anxiety at any time. There's a more complex way to explain that. Please look it up. Please talk to your doctor if you think you have it and stuff. It is no joke. But anyways, I said something in a video about my anxiety, and somebody said, hey, you should stretch. Stretching in the morning helps because my anxiety is very high in the morning time, but come the evening, I feel better, way better. Like a weight has been lifted off my shoulder. Like I was waiting for my check to cash and it finally went through, and I'm like, oh, thank you, kind of weight like off my shoulders. And for some reason, the stretching helped this morning. Maybe it's a coincidence, but I don't want to knock my blessing. So I'm just going to say thank you so much. You know who you are, who comment that. If you guys have any more tricks, and tips, about how to manage anxiety without medication, please let me know. Unfortunately, I am not financially stable, so I can't go to the doctor. I know y'all didn't come here for that trash. Y'all came here for some fun. So let's have some fun. Right? Let's have some fun. Once upon a time, there was a frog. His name was Space Frog. Straight to the point. I like it. Space Frog had a little spaceship. It was made just for him. I would like to sip my water. If y'all give me a second just to sip my water, I'm going to pull away from the mic so y'all don't have to hear it. Okay, I sipped my water. I'm okay. Let's continue. Can I press the space bar to go? Can I press enter to go? Okay, I need to use this. One day, Space Frog decided to go collect a star. Okay? To get a star, Space Frog would need to board his spaceship. However, he could only bring one thing with him in his satchel, since both the ship and the satchel were not very big. Oh, poor frog. Again, I'm going to try to use my calm voice because of that. And again, let me scroll down real quick, make sure nothing's down there because it does give me a scrolling feature. Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's continue. Space Frog looked around to see what he could bring. What did he put in his satchel? Space food? Empty bottle? Froggy bank. Well, it's very good to eat. Hear me out. You need food. And you don't know how long you're going to be in space. The trip could be very, very, very long, okay? But an empty bottle, you could collect something. Maybe some space juice that could make you magical with superpowers. Maybe I'm using my imagination too much. Let me stop. But the Froggy Bank, what if you go to the moon and they got souvenirs and you want to buy a souvenir? See, you got to think outside the box, y'all. I'm going to go with space food, just for now. No, you know what? Let's go outside the box. You never know. You might need the empty bottle. Space Frog put the empty bottle in his satchel. Oh, at least we have an empty bottle. Now that Space Frog was ready to go, he got into the spaceship. Then he started the countdown. 3. You have to click on it. 2. Okay. 1. Blast off! The spaceship flew up and away into the sky. It went over the mountains, past the moon, and further than most frogs could ever dreamed of going. But Space Frog was no ordinary frog. Space Frog peered out his spaceship window. He knew what he was looking for. He just needed to find it. But where should he go? Okay. The first planet Space Frog saw was a small one, pale and blue. Did he stop his spaceship? Pale and blue. Maybe ocean life? Maybe that could be what he's looking for. But I would like to see all my options. No, we didn't stop it. The second planet Space Frog saw was a big one, bright and red. Did he stop his spaceship? No. Bright and red could mean heat, maybe? I'm not up on my planets. Y'all can tell me which planet it may be referring to, but I'm just saying, my first mind went to Mars, and I have always only heard bad things about Mars, so we're gonna say no. The third planet Space Frog saw was a strange one, dark and lonely. Did he stop his spaceship? Now hear me out. You may think dark and lonely, scary. Ooh, there's no light there. There might be some kind of life living there. That might be bad, but hear me out. Hear me out. This might be what we're looking for. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Space Frog steered his spaceship to the lonely little planet. It was dark. He could hardly see a thing. Okay. Space Frog journeyed across the dark planet until he found a rabbit standing by a lamppost. The rabbit was crying. Oh no, poor little rabbit. Oh no, said Space Frog. What's wrong? Why are you crying? Was there anything he could do to cheer up the rabbit? Hold out the empty bottle, tell a joke. Let's tell a joke. I mean, what are we gonna do, collect its tears? I don't want to be mean. That's rude. Can you imagine you're sitting here crying, having the worst day of your life, and you're crying your little heart out, and somebody puts an empty bottle under your cheek? Tell me, excuse me, I just wanna get a couple of those. Excuse me, I'm just gonna get a couple of those tears. Thank you, I appreciate it. Just walk away. Tell him a joke. Knock, knock, said Space Frog, but the rabbit didn't answer. Space Frog couldn't tell his joke without an answer. What could he do now? Hold out the empty bottle. Let's give him the empty bottle. Do you want a bottle? Space Frog held out his empty bottle. The rabbit looked at Space Frog, and then they looked at the bottle. An empty bottle? Would you let me borrow it? Asked the rabbit, who was still crying. Oh, poor rabbit. Sure, but before Space Frog had finished speaking, the rabbit had taken the bottle and uncorked it. The rabbit held the empty bottle under their face and let the tears fall into it. As the tears fell in the bottle, they began to glow. So he has magical tears. Okay, bunny rabbit magical tears. Give me a second, you guys. I need a little water from my throat. Much better. I can hear my voice cracking, and it still kind of is cracking, but it's much better. I woke up with a little sore throat again. This is supposed to be like calm and relaxing. And then the tears came together, a brightly glowing crystal of light. Okay, so we got a crystal. Oh, it's pretty. Look at the little star. It's so cute. Wow, is that a star? Exclaimed Space Frog. A rabbit-made star, yes, replied the rabbit. I used my tears to light up lampposts. Aw, well, he was crying because he couldn't do his job. You'd be crying too. So that's why you were crying? Asked Space Frog. Yes, to make the starlight for the lamppost, responded Rabbit. Are you going to put one in the lamppost then? Space Frog pointed at the bottled star. Okay. The rabbit looked at the star. I think it might be a bit too big, actually. Would you like to keep it? Can I? Asked Space Frog excitedly. The rabbit laughed. Sure you can. I'll cry out a smaller light for the lamp. Oh, afterwards. Oh, he's is a sweetheart. Thank you. I'll treasure it, said Space Frog solemnly. The rabbit gave him a wave. If you come back again with a bigger bottle, I can see if I can make an even bigger star. Oh, I sure will. Space Frog managed to stuff the big star into his satchel. It made for a tight fit inside his little spaceship, but he steered his ship back down to Earth. After he landed, Space Frog did not go home. No, he had somewhere else he had to go. He checked that the star was still safely in his satchel, and then he headed not for his house, but for the one next door. Okay? Space Frog rang the doorbell. He didn't have to wait long before his best friend, Earth Cat, answered the door. You know we love our kitties here. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna get a cat one day. Okay. Hi, Space Frog. Sorry I have to work today, so I can't play with you, said Earth Cat with a frown. Space Frog shook his head. It's okay. I'm just here to give you something. Earth Cat looked confused. For me? It's not my birthday or anything, though. Okay. Space Frog took the star from his satchel. It glowed bright in his hands. Can you imagine a friend bringing you... Your friend traveled to space, and I'm sorry about the car outside, you guys. I can only turn the air off. I can't control the cars outside, but your friend traveled all the way to space and bought you back a star from God knows where. You don't know where it is. He could lie about it and say, yeah, I fought a monster for it, but he got you a star and brought it back to you. Friends like... The only friends I know of that go above and beyond like that for me is like my close personal friends, and y'all go above and beyond. Y'all tell me all the time, Voyia, I was at work, so I shared your video. Hey, I showed my mom your video and stuff. And to me, that means the world to me. These games, I play these games like this because these games allow me to express the way I feel about you guys and how y'all make me feel. These are things that y'all do for me. Y'all literally bring me the stars, and it always makes me want to cry. I'm even talking about it, it makes me want to cry, so I'm gonna stop talking about it. But y'all bring me the world, and it makes me so sad. It does. It really, really does. And I have my headset up. There is no sound. I'll probably add some music so you guys ain't gotta listen to nothing. I know you've been working late into the night recently, so I wanted to get you a star for light. For a moment, Earth Cat didn't say anything. Then he gave Space Frog a hug. Aw, thank you, Space Frog. That's very kind of you. Earth Cat took the star with a smile. Space Frog smiled back. No problem, Earth Cat. Space Frog gave Earth Cat a wave before heading back home. After Space Frog got back, he put away his satchel and lied down in bed. It's been a good day. Oh, the end. I hope Earth Cat will have time to play with me soon. Space Frog closed his eyes and dreamt of the fun adventure he and Earth Cat could have tomorrow. The end. Oh, thank the creators, you guys. Please go support them. I wish I could. I promise you guys. I promise this to every person game that I play and every person that I see when I see them asking for money and stuff on their each.io page, their Patreon, throw their Patreon down there and stuff. I promise if I ever played your game and once I'm a big YouTuber, I promise you I will be giving money unless I forget. Yes, we're gonna go back through it again. I want to see what happens when we take other things to space with us. So this time we're gonna take some space food. Space Frog put the packet of space food in his satchel. Now that Space Frog was ready to go, he got into the spaceship. Then he started to count down. 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Spaceship flew and flew away into the sky. So we've already read all this. I'm going to skip past this until we get to something different or new or whatever. So this time we're going to stop at the small, pale, blue planet. Yes, let's stop there. Space Frog landed his ship on the small planet and stepped out. The blue ground was hard and rocky. Oh, look at it, the little sheep. Space Frog trekked across the pale blue planet and found a little field of white grass. In the middle of the field was a sheep. Space Frog stared. The sheep stared back. Hello, said Space Frog. I'm looking for a star. Oh, so if we had came here first, he would have been like, yeah, there's no star here. Bah, said the sheep. Space Frog did not understand the sheep. Space Frog wasn't sure what to do. He didn't speak sheep. Could he communicate with the sheep in some other way? Back? Bah? Space Frog asked, but the sheep just continued staring. That didn't work. What could I do? Give him the space food, maybe? Space Frog opened the packet of space food. Are you hungry? Even if Space Frog didn't speak sheep, he knew that everyone liked to eat. I mean, of course, the universal word for we love you is giving food. And he was right. The sheep only took one look at the space food before eating it whole, wrapper and all. Oh my God. Space Frog gasped. You can't eat the wrapper, it's not food. But the damage was done. The sheep had already finished eating. Then Space Frog heard a plop. Space Frog squinted. On the grass behind the sheep, he could see something sparkly. A big, bright star. Is this for me? Space Frog asked the sheep. Bah, said the sheep. Sounded like a yes to Space Frog. Thank you, replied Space Frog. So space sheep poop stars. Okay, cool. And I'm not judging. I don't judge. I'm just trying to retain it by repeating it. That's what just happened. Don't judge. No, don't y'all be judging in the comments either. But the sheep had already trotted away. Space Frog managed to stuff the big star in his satchel. It made for a tight fit inside his little spaceship, but he steered his ship back down to Earth. So this might all be the same. I'm going to go through it, and if it is the same, we'll go back and pick a different planet. Okay, so I thought about it for a little bit, and I was like, I want to see y'all do this. So if you want me to go back in this and show y'all the endings, I will make another video and go back through it. But this was just a very good ending. It seemed like every ending kind of came to the exact same thing. It had a good day. He got a star somehow. It's just different ways to get stars, I suppose. So thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. This is really nice and sweet and relaxing. Nice little cozy game. I'm going to try to find some kind of cozy something, some kind of relaxing song to kind of put in the background so it's not just a quiet game. But yeah, this was really good, and I'm so happy that I found it. I'm so happy I played it. I needed a game for Monday, and for Friday, excuse me, and I was just freaking lost. I did not know what to do. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. Peace and love. Stay safe out there, everybody. And if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and comment hi so I can say hi, or comment poopy space star, space sheep poop star, something. Mix those words together, comment that, like spat it out in the comment section so I can laugh at it.